The recession is still hitting people very hard. It's been a real struggle to make ends meet, particularly if you've had to take a pay cut or cut back on the hours that you work. Now, I've come here to talk to people in and around Leeds about how they're dealing with the recession, and particularly how some of the ideas the Liberal Democrats are putting forward will help them, especially our plans for a radical tax reform. A tax reform plan that would put £700 back in the pockets of the vast majority of British workers by closing the tax loopholes at the very top. Sue, can you tell me what work you do and how the recession has affected you?
I'm an orthopaedic massage therapist. I've been in business 20 years and I run workshops for other qualifying therapists. The workshops and the practice have gone down by about £5,000.
£5,000?
Yeah.
And Rowena, how's it affected you?
I graduated last month and I can't really find any work. The recession's kind of hit the graduate job market the most, I think.
And Alex, how are you coping?
I'm unemployed at the moment and I'm looking for jobs, but because I'm looking for jobs that don't pay that much, it works out that even if I was lucky enough to get myself a job, I'd probably end up with maybe what, £10, £20 extra a week for doing 39, 40 hours. So what's the point?
But Alex, what you just said is precisely the reason why the Liberal Democrats are putting fairer taxes at the centre of everything we stand for. We think that people at the top, they should pay their fair share so that the vast majority of people on ordinary incomes, low incomes, get more money back in their pockets, and there's a real reason, incentive to work.
I mean, that's fantastic news because that would make a big difference to me.
I definitely think that will make a big difference, especially being a recent graduate. The first jobs I get are going to be fairly low income, so that will make a huge difference to my pocket.
And it's not commonsensical to have people on lowest incomes paying tax, so I think it will really appeal to everybody in Leeds and all around the country.
So it's clear that people are crying out for change, crying out for a change in our tax system, a system which is complex and unfair. People at the very top can exploit loopholes and pay very little tax. Polluters can pollute the environment and not pay for the clean-up. We lose £40 billion a year to tax dodgers. And worst of all, it's people on low incomes, middle incomes, poor incomes who pay more tax than anybody else. That has got to change. And that is why the Liberal Democrats stand for fair taxes, the biggest reform in our tax system in a generation. If you want fair taxes, vote for the Liberal Democrats.